I'm looking at text paintings. Text and painting is sort of full of tension, and it's got a rich history. I'm trying to be a little bit playful with it, painting and enjoying the process of painting, but sort of the words I'm coming up with are full of ambiguity, but also reference what I've learned in the last 3 years studying here at Staffordshire University. Have a look round.
My current body of work is a series of atmospheric oil paintings in sombre tones on canvas or board. Photographic imagery is an integral part of my work, and there is a reductive quality in my paintings, concentrating on restraint in the image and what I choose to show. My line of inquiry centres on Gothic themes, including psychologically charged sites, the uncanny, the abject, and horror.
So my work records psychological investigation, and I'm trying to find a means through a biro as a medium to communicate with other people and let other people sort of draw their own interpretations from an image that I create. Okay, I was going to say, my overarching line of inquiry is the relationships between humans and animals, and that can vary in lots of different ways. So sometimes I'm looking at how we behave like animals, or how we anthropomorphize animals to have human qualities when actually they don't. Sometimes that can also be in the way we perceive the world. We like to apply human qualities to things, and animals tend to be something that we do that a lot too. So that's the kind of things I'm interested in exploring at the minute.
In my practice, I look at the relationships animals have with humans. Focusing on the animal perspective, I give them a fictional speech in the form of descriptive texts and imagery to represent the unspoken thoughts.
Yeah, my practice is fine art photography, and I use the female form, and I try to recreate that in a sculpture way using photography.
The sculptures I make work as proposals using familiarity to offer a sense of alienation and isolation. Der Fremdungseffekt is a German term which means to make alien, and Austronein is the Russian counterpart to it. It all comes down to us being alienated from nature due to consciousness, and my work proves that you can be alienated from technological development and modification as well.
My work is all about using process to try and look at how society views people and different cultures. At the moment I've been looking at people within the gay and lesbian society, and using process and image and photography to look at that and how it comes across through the media.
Hi, I'm Jessica Thornton, and my practice investigates looking at how a digital age has affected our interaction with nature, and how we can look to nature to find surrogates for the human condition.
My work in this semester is based on the vivid memories that I've had of my childhood upbringing, remembering the traditional dances that I used to see back home in Zambia when I was a very young boy. We used to go like on a Saturday and then watch these, they are called Nyau dances. And they used to dress up in very bright colored clothing, and some of them used to wear masks. So basically my work is just a translation of that dance.
Hello, my name's Preston. My work looks largely at exploring like limitations of materiality, but also like the limitations of myself physically as when I'm producing sculpture. It is essentially balloons being cast in plaster, but all the balloons were blown up by myself, so it's essentially all my own air, and how much I could fill those in one sitting without like passing out or anything.
Good.
Oh, I'm going.
Yeah.
My art practice is about appropriating found objects and making them into humorous situations. Make something with a function have no function at all and make it so ridiculous that I hope the audience laughs. So if you don't laugh, it's all right. It just means it's a flat joke, which makes it funnier for me.
I'm interested in why we create fiction and fantasy. Aspects of this deal with misplacing the truth so we can deal with the reality. I work with myths and non-traditional and traditional. I fill in the gaps to create a new version of the truth, creating my own fictions and narratives.
Everyone wonders what is hidden out at sea. I call it my home. You call it the Doggerlands. 10,000 years ago, I was swept aside by a towering tower of waves. A rumbling rumble far away sent it our way.
I look at experimental videos that centre around comedy and suspense. One of the pieces I've been looking at the moment is Balloon Pop Video, which is part of a collaborative group, Citral V. Well, eventually when the balloons popped, the intensity is at its high, and it keeps the viewer thinking, is there anything else going to happen? What's going to happen next? Or if nothing's going to happen at all? Working with video and working collaboratively is quite exciting and fun, because you never know what is actually around the corner.
We good?
Cool, yeah.
Okay, so my name's Vicky Stokes, and my work looks at transitional objects in the sense of a museum type. Transitional objects are kind of like your childhood objects that you grow an affiliation with when you're younger, but you kind of trade them out to different things when you get older. And I'm looking at the kind of way that museums present objects and kind of giving the same importance to people's own objects and personal things via exploring it through text and photography and prints.